105 Becker After Hours. We are in the building live after the magazine release party. April was an absolute stunner. And there was some beautiful people out there tonight. And the weather was phenomenal. But most importantly, my co-host, Larry Love, Patrick Gyra, and our first guest, Miss Erin. Now, usually, Larry, you start us off with a little song, but somebody whispered in my ear and said that Erin knows how to sing. So
a little something.
So should we pass the mic?
Yeah, let her bless the mic.
Bless the mic. Introduce yourself.
I'm Erin.
Talking to the mic.
I'm Erin. I own Lux Upholstery. And I love to sing.
All right,
Brings me joy.
Let's go into song. What do you got? We can't start the show without a song. Usually Larry.
I was told
sings
Larry has a song he likes.
I have a lot of songs I like, but I'm gonna let you do your thing though. Whatever.
All right.
Unless you just about to serenade me, but otherwise you just sing.
Like the sweet morning dew, I took one look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny.
You are.
I need to get by.
When does that beat drop?
You're all I need to get by.
That's right, Little Method Man, Mary J. Blige.
Or it also can be Tammy Terrell and Marvin Gaye.
That's right.
Because they the one that started it.
That's right. Take it back.
And I'm smooth like Marvin. All that. Better believe it.
Well, man, fun night tonight. Long day. Larry Love.
Uh-oh. What's up, sir?
What we did the last 24 hours?
Man, we were jet setting, baby. We were jet setting. We left here, went to DC. We was in DC no time, you know. I had some business to handle, but my buddy never been to DC.
No.
So I had to make sure I roll out the red carpet for him, you know, and I had a blast. Had a blast in the meantime, also doing some good things for autistic kids and young adults.
That's right.
That's very close to me as I have family members that are autistic, and I just know a lot of people, so that's real dear to me, you know. To whom much is given, much is required, so I believe in giving back, you know. So I wanted Blake to come up there, and Blake enjoyed it. He got a chance to get a little tour in throughout the Capitol, Statutory Hall, just all of it.
Yeah.
Real quick.
It was a quick tour, but it was good. We got to see His Excellence from the state of Qatar.
Yes.
And we got to see some heavy hitters and some celebrities. Billy Ray Cyrus. And
don't break my heart, my achy breaky heart.
On top of numerous politicians, of course, in D.C., so it was a quick 24 hours, but it was a good 24 hours.
And we back by popular demand.
And we came all the way back to fly in here to not miss the Naples City Lifestyle Magazine release party. And then, of course, jump on the podcast to do the After Hours podcast. We have some amazing guests, some new faces that we're bringing on to the podcast. And, of course, we got some of the same old scraggly faces that are going to be hanging around, too. You know what I mean? So that's okay. That's okay. It's going to be fun. So why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, where you came from, how long you been here?
Okay.
You know, give us a little 411.
So my name's Erin Lentz. Like I said, I owned an upholstery shop, Lux Enterprises. Originally from New Jersey.
Jerusalem.
Haven't been there in a while, like 10 years.
What part of New Jersey?
It still shows. Don't you worry.
South Brunswick. I grew up. I have family in Bordentown, Hamilton area right now.
Okay.
I go up and visit regularly. I don't like to, but you know.
I used to go to Irvington.
You know, they say you can take the girl out of Jersey,
yeah,
but you can't take the Jersey out of the girl. Is that true?
It's true.
It's true.
It's a little true.
Verified.
A little bit.
It has been verified. So tell us a little bit more about your upholstery business, because this really isn't about us. This is about you. We want to highlight our guests. We make them feel special. Tell us what it is that you specialize in.
I do feel special. For the record, y'all have really thrown together a lovely little shindig here.
Thank you.
Upholstery is a little bit of everything. So we specialize in automotive out here in Naples.
What kind of cars do you work on? like Nissans and
Well, we do that too.
and
we do not discriminate.
Fords.
I had a Nissan Altima as a true Jersey blonde. I had a Nissan Altima, and I pimped her out just the same. So we don't discriminate. I'll do an Acura, a Corolla, but I prefer Ferraris and Bentleys. They're a little more fun.
Okay, so you prefer high end luxury upholstery.
I do.
If you had your pick.
I do. There's a lot of it out here.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I prefer
what about a
high-end
71
remodels
Chevy?
and new construction if I had to.
I love antiques. I love like older vehicles, hot rods. There's something to appreciate in every aspect of the industry.
So one of the coolest things about Built by Becker in this circle that we have here, we were able to introduce people in our network to try to help them grow their businesses. And tonight you met someone who does like restorations, older cars. So that was a good connection for you, correct?
I have a wonderful connection now for paint corrections and any kind of really restorations.
So the City Lifestyle Magazine release party, right?
Yes.
Was able to connect two people
Absolutely.
from different but same industries and make that wonderful connection. And so that's why we do this. It's why we do this after hours party, not only for our own benefit, our own fun, and to pick on Jaira, but to put people together. Right?
Absolutely.
And to connect people and really grow what we call our circle of influence. Right? That's a nice shirt, Patrick. Who you represent over there, man? Man, you can't be coming in here doing wardrobe changes and then not expect me to ask questions. What is this? Next question, Pat Dearborn. Okay, you can, because no one's really looking at you right now, so it's fine. Yeah. All right, Miss Erin, what else you do besides Ferraris and Bentleys?
Patio furniture. I mentioned to you, you guys.
You're right. You're about to do my patio furniture.
You guys said that you're doing a custom kitchen, outdoor kitchen.
We
I believe
might.
I was told.
Timmy G might need a custom outdoor kitchen.
The wonderful thing about custom is you can't get a cover for that on Amazon. You're not going to be able to just go to Home Depot and get a basic umbrella cover. You're going to need something custom to protect your investment.
I like it. Protect your investment.
Marine, boat. I mean, there's cushions, there's canopies, T-tops. The list is infinite.
So you do all that like sunbrella stuff, that like, because the sun in Florida is brutal on fabrics, right? So you have the ability to do that. That's going to weather properly here in Florida.
Absolutely.
Not only the outdoor patio stuff, but the vehicles and the marine stuff, right?
Absolutely. And the thing out here is that people value quality. And that sun is so brutal, like you said.
Yeah.
So imagine spending, $150,000 on a beautiful sports car or a yacht, and then you're faced with this problem of your cushions are cracking or peeling or getting some sort of debris on your legs.
Yeah.
And it's not a fun.
So how would people find you?
I'm on Trade Center Way.
Wow, you're giving the actual address up. Okay.
We're on Trade Center Way.
That's one way to plug the business. All right.
You can find us on Instagram as well. Working on the website.
What's the Instagram tag?
At Lee Lux Enterprise or Lee Lux Upholstery.
Lee Lux Upholstery?
Yes.
On Instagram?
Yes.
Facebook?
Not yet. I just have the Instagram right now.
Okay.
So we just opened up on the 1st. So this is all.
Do you have anybody doing your social media?
Not yet. If anybody wants to chip in.
I know a guy.
Do you?
Yeah, man, he's pretty good.
I'm working on my website right now. We just opened up on the 1st. We had clients before then.
Yeah.
The need is there. The demand is there. So I throw out the address because you don't want to need us, but if you're in the market and you need us, we're there.
Well, I heard.
What'd you hear?
Somebody had to cut somebody's seats one time because of something somebody did. I'm not going to drop any names in here, but
You put screwdrivers in your back pocket?
Somebody might need their leather seats fixed from around this circle. I don't know who it is, though. I mean, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know what you're looking at me for.
I'm pretty sure it was Patrick.
Not me, boss.
No, but I'm just joking. That was a joke. But yeah.
But I have a 71, though. I have a project.
What is it? Chevy what? S10?
Nah.
What?
Impala.
Okay.
7-1.
You want to put like a starlight roof in there? Anything cool?
No.
What are we thinking?
Take it back to original.
I'm thinking about just having it all inside white.
All white, everything.
All white, everything.
Okay.
Only thing dark in there is me.
Well, that's
Okay.
you definitely dark.
Okay. There's going to be a contrast.
I'm the only thing need to be seen. Hey, you heard what Wesley Snipes said on Passenger 57? Always bet on black.
That's right.
Always bet on black.
That's
So
right.
I'm gonna be the only thing in the dark, but also with the have like some lights in there, but just like when the door is open, it just light up super bright, like halogen or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got this idea, but I just wanted I'm trying to think. I said I need to find an upholstery place back and do the seats and everything else, and just
Well, look at that. So you got a vision. I want to bring it to light. Let
long
me know
as
what
you
that
don't-
vision
listen,
is.
As long as you don't try to break me, because I'm a
I'm
poor
very
man
fair.
struggling.
Very fair and reasonable.
Reasonable. That's all I ask.
Fair and
Be
reasonable, she says. Fair and reasonable.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you can check her out on Instagram.
Yes.
You can find her on Trade Center. Is there an actual address?
2403.
2403 Trade Center Way, Naples, Florida, 34109.
Yeah.
Right on. Now, I think we have a few other guests.
Thank you.
So I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you guys very much.
You want to sing us out one more song?
I'm good. I'm
You
good.
sure?
I'll bless y'all maybe next time.
Okay. You bless us
Next time you gotta do Trina.
Trina.
Whatever you want. You bring me back, I'll sing whatever you
Tater
want.
Head got the number.
Tater Head got the number there.
Jump in, Pat. Jump in, Pat. Think that you got something to say.
With the first overall pick in the 2025 draft, the Matt Goodwin Real Estate Law Firm selects
Man, that guy is
Larry Love.
That guy is a G.
He's a G.
That
at
guy
Georgetown.
is a G.
G for Goodwin.
Shout out to Goodwin Law,
That guy is
Thank
proud
you, man.
sponsor of Politicking Gyra Larry Love.
Look
some
at
very-
that.
it's
Boy,
some-
that's a nice.
listen, it's
It's
some
a
very,
qual-
very fine.
Fabric.
Patrick,
it's good
Patrick
quality
has
because-
another
Free
free
shirt.
T-shirt to add to his
And it's a
collection.
quality. Yeah, come on.
Come on up. Come on
'Cause
up.
He know Larry wasn't gonna put nothing that was mediocre on this body.
That's why I gave him a hanger, in case he didn't want to put it right now,
What is that, velvet?
What is that, velvet?
No,
Nice.
No, that's good material. That's light material.
That's velour mixed with 25% polyester, 5%
Wow.
20%.
That's way over 100.
That's the he said, that's the
180%.
Matt Goodwin custom fabric mix.
Look at that again.
Yeah, just block
And
the
even
hole.
have
That's
Goodwin
fine.
Law on the
Yeah.
sleeve.
Listen, I put that through the steamer, then I put it on a hanger, because I know y'all don't like to wear wrinkles.
No, you know I don't.
No.
You know,
Got to look clean
know.
and pressed. Clean and
'cause
pressed.
anytime I step,
Clean and
I gotta.
pressed.
You want to swap Terry?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
thank you-
let's
thank
get
you,
the
Pat.
owner of
Thank you,
this
Pat, for bringing in.
fine fabric.
Thank you, Pat, for bringing in
Mr.
such
G.
You
a
get some new
wonderful
chairs that
introduction.
Go up. Now, I feel like little next to Larry over here. I'm like, such a commanding presence at the table.
Hey man,
He does
you
have
know,
that. He does have that ability to command presence.
Hey, I just
They
try.
give the guests the chairs that don't go up. That's what it is.
Keep you right size.
This is very strategic.
We're
Don't
gonna
get
keep
me
you
wrong.
right size.
You
Well,
know.
man, thank you so much, man, for coming to the podcast, After Hours Podcast.
It's my pleasure.
And appreciate you sponsoring the politicking with Larry and Gyra, man. That's awesome.
It's nice to be at the table with you too, Blake.
Well, I'm just
my first time
I'm
with
just a
you,
guy
man.
doing After Hours Podcast, hanging out with my buddies.
Well,
you know,
it's a tough job, but someone's got to do it.
someone has to do it. I appreciate you coming.
Hey,
It was-
hold up.
it was nice
We gotta
seeing
stop this, man. What type of glasses these are?
Those are Hugo Boss, I believe.
What you got on? Where's yours at?
His are
Those,
reflecting off of the studio
no, you had
lights.
some reflection ones
Yeah.
before. Okay, these are made in Italy, right? Yeah. Armani. Okay. Uh-oh.
You Italian, huh?
I don't know. These are Dolce Gabbana.
See, we don't have that Goodwin money, you know.
I think
we
I've
don't
had-
have that good.
I think I've had,
Hold on.
I think I
What
had
we
these
got?
glasses for about 12 years. I kept them in a case for half that time. I've worn them about 20 times. And-
Unfortunately, I don't have that luxury. So
No, you do. No, come on, man. Come on now. Look at you. 30%. Okay.
They're just,
Listen
they're
here,
just
all
beat
I
up.
know,
They're just
I
beat
need a blanket because when these gentlemen put them glasses on, the temperature drops and I'm freezing.
I thought we got it hot in here. I didn't think we got it cold.
I will,
You
say
cooled
there's,
it
I will
down.
say there's a
Oh,
nice
okay.
watch collection at this
All right.
table today. That's for sure. There's
Yeah.
definitely a wide variety of Rolex in this
Oh,
building.
you know, that's,
Hey,
that's,
right.
that's,
Hey, pinky ring worth about 50 bling bling. I ain't got no pinky ring. Hold on, I think it fits. Hold on. What's that? It's that UF.
That's
Like,
hey,
loud pipe
that's
thing,
worth
rim
hey,
booty.
that's worth a lot more than 50.
Yeah, no.
What does school cost?
Oh, okay. If you put it that way. They didn't give me in-state. It took me a year to get in-state. That's true.
That was on the installment
Pause,
package.
the school is trash.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, that's a really good point. I never looked at it that way, by the way.
That's you
So,
got the bling bling.
If I had the Michigan ring, I would have doubled the price of this ring.
Come out looking like 50 Cent. I said it.
Yeah.
I
You know,
said
I
it.
don't know about what it is with the
He's
the
a Florida
men,
guy. You a Florida State
the
guy.
men that get the diamonds in their wedding bands. All right, so they're like, she's got a diamond. I want one too. But y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Do you got a?
No.
Okay.
I just
All right, so
standard.
platinum.
Standard.
Platinum.
I'm just going.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, it don't
Just
scratch.
Simple.
It weighs got a little weight to it.
Yep.
But there's none of that little shiny.
I don't need to be
stuff.
flashing.
No, mine have to have diamonds.
Okay, see, I figured that it might have some diamonds.
Well, you like. I mean, obviously, like. a
But
little
I got diamond buttons. So
Wow.
I just was like,
Wow.
it's one shirt, I wear it like once a year. It's my second time.
It's a nice shirt, though.
Well, thank you. Thank you. No, actually, it was just incidental. Yeah, it just happened.
Just happened.
Man,
I
listen,
had it hanging
man.
up.
Nothing just happened with this guy. Don't forget, this is the Lincoln Lawyer. Yeah, this is the
You know
Lincoln.
what's funny? You mentioned that. So I never watched the show, but I know who he is. And my hairdresser, I come in, and God bless her. The lady who cuts my hair calls me her Lincoln Lawyer. The lady who cuts my hair. Yeah.
The Lincoln Lawyer.
The barberess. She hell no. But you know what's crazy? My kids go to a more expensive place than me, and I'm like,
He is always gonna do it.
granted, it's my wife that puts. I'm like, you want how much for that haircut at what's it called? Aveda?
They call it Aveda?
Aveda.
$70.
Man.
Oh, true story, right?
This is a true story.
When I got to DC, right?
It's a painful
So
realization.
I'm thinking DC, like let me go into the barber real quick. I'm thinking this cut gonna be about 20, 25. DC 80. And all I was getting was the bally.
Hold on. I actually, this is so funny he brought this up because I wanted to ask this because you said before we went to DC, I got to go to Cape Coral to get my hair cut.
Gotta go see
and
Spider Mike.
And I said, okay. And then I started thinking, he doesn't have hair. So do you drive all the way to Cape Coral to trim your beard?
Yeah.
Or do they shave your head?
Do both. But
Oh,
most of
they
the
do
time
it.
I like to shave my own head. I got this special razor. And they get me clean.
Hammer and
So
nails.
you drive
I
all the
heard
way to
it's
Cape
real
Coral?
good.
For
Spider Mike. He's a veteran
No.
and he's extremely
I'm not-
good.
I'm just
He's
wondering.
extremely good. He put that razor on me. It usually take me about an hour and a half. He get me together.
But the,
Yo, I
the
had
barber
this Puerto Rican
experience-
cut my hair once. It was like painting a picture on my head. He was like, let me go. Zzz.
Yeah.
So if you ever get a Puerto Rican barber, let me tell you, you're going to get a good trim.
Well, that's, yeah, see, like,
He even uses
black barbers, Puerto Rican barbers, it's a different experience.
Yeah.
Like, I go in,
Yeah.
get a haircut.
Because y'all don't care about looking good, man.
Like,
how
how
do
do
you
you
want
want
it
it
today,
today, Mr. Becker?
I don't have to
You're
worry
like,
about
I
looking
don't know.
good.
Make it look good.
I was just talking to Tim. I said,
About a
Tim, you
half
got a
inch.
haircut? Tim said, man, I went to Great Clips and man, they were just like, phew, phew, phew. I say, yep.
It's true.
Throw
That's
it
true.
right under the bus. It could be great. It might not be great.
My barber take his time. We sit there, we talk. He used that little black line or whatever, trim it real good so he
Yeah.
be precise. And he
And-
just, man.
But when you leave, you feel good.
like a new man, like
Yeah.
new money. That's why every time I come out, I got to do a video.
Shout out,
Spider Mike, got
shout
me
out to
together.
Spider Mike. Shout out to
Yeah.
Rebecca who does my hair. I do have a lady who does my hair.
I got to take you to Spider Mike.
10 years she's been doing my hair, man.
Spider Mike been doing me 5. I used to drive all the way from Marco Island to Fort Myers.
If you drive to
just
Cape
see
Coral, it must be good.
Spider Mike.
Yeah.
No, he moved to Cape. But yeah.
Let's talk about our guest. Matt, what do you do for a living?
I practice law. I'm an entrepreneur.
Now, is that like practicing medicine? So, like, you make a lot of mistakes. That's why they call it practicing, or is it like
no,
it's just a
practice
term
makes
that
permanent. So
practice makes permanent?
that's right.
Okay, because I always heard like they practice.
We talking
medicine.
about practice?
Yeah.
No, they practice medicine means like, man, we might get it right.
So
We
you'll
might not get it
never
right.
hear a doctor or your lawyer give you a 100% guarantee on anything.
I know that right.
So what we are real good at and what we need to be good at is balance, right? So we talk about
Evaluating risk.
value. It's always cost benefit analysis. I give people their options. I give them probabilities, but it's never 100%. So we do real estate transactions. There's only something that goes wrong in about 10 to 15% of real estate transactions. Lately, it feels like 50%.
That's a good probability. Yeah.
But what we do is we come in and we will help you navigate those challenges. So when something does go wrong or there's a questionable incident, you tell them, look, this is how I suggest that you handle it. We keep deals together because nobody gets paid unless the deal closes. So we do real estate closings. We function like a title company at Goodwin Law.
Okay.
We also represent buyers and sellers.
Okay.
And we also deal with estates when someone dies. So there's probate administration and wills and trusts. We'll help you plan for your death or your untimely death. We'll help your loved ones make sure you secure a legacy. But we'll also help you get property transferred to the beneficiaries when someone dies through a probate administration.
Got it. So you're the guy to call when you need a trust set up.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. Or when you're buying or selling
real
a
estate,
property.
right.
Before
So
you
all of our
sign-
realtors.
Before you sign anything, you call me or any of the other great team at Goodwin Law.
I like it.
And what
Because-
separates Goodwin Law from another real estate or trust law firm?
Well, for starters, you have Matthew Goodwin.
The G stands for greatness.
It's good to win.
It's good to win.
It feels good to
Oh,
win.
you heard that right here. I like that. That's a nice little catchphrase you
Yeah,
got there.
you remember
Puts the
when
G in
what's his
good.
name? Charlie Sheen had that spit. He's like, winning, right? You know, I
Yes.
sometimes think about that, even though he was kind of a
Do you
loser.
drink Tiger Blood? You drink Tiger Blood too?
No,
No.
never tried it. You got some?
I think Blake
Real
has
Tiger
a pack.
Blood?
Speaking of which,
So,
perfect segue.
Somebody
As a
gave
matter
me
of fact-
tonight at the party.
Wait,
I don't
you
know
got your
what it
baby
is.
oil
I don't know
bottle?
what it is. Crazy. Speaking of stuff, I don't know. Somebody gave me some monk fruit sugar,
Okay,
D9,
so that's legit.
THC, 5 milligrams.
I
I don't do the stuff.
What
but
is that? Let me see that.
It was a given to
I'm
people.
all
Were
about
it
trying
looks like a
new
Magnum
things.
condom, but
Monk fruit, Delta 9, THC. Well, listen, if you change your mind,
It's right
just
there.
leave that right there.
So we're gonna have him on the next podcast and find out what this is all about. He said, "Scan this."
You
It'll
want
talk-
me to make a testimonial for you on
You-
that?
you
I'll
If
do
you
it.
want
you-
to,
you drink-
it's up to you because I don't do.
You
the
drink
stuff,
all
but-
that.
But I'm always interested in bringing new businesses on. So I'm gonna
Whatever
hit
to
him
make
up.
a buck.
I'm gonna hit him up.
He only gave you one though, right?
Hit him.
First
He
one's
didn't-
free.
He didn't give you
First
enough.
one's free.
Samples free.
First one's free. That's
Hey,
all
man,
they need.
Hey man, just try that.
I don't know these people. I don't know what that product is on that table.
That's why there's no name on it. Just has the ingredients.
I can speak for myself. This was personal interaction that I had
have
with
nothing to do
my
with this.
future guest on
Well,
podcast.
growing up in South Florida, which is where I'm born and raised,
nice.
you
Born and
see
raised.
a lot of things before you're supposed to.
That's true. That is true.
And
you
that
drink
is-
some crazy energy drinks though. You drink like these.
These are more like enlightenment drinks.
Okay, now what
Enlighten us
what
on the
is-
enlightenment,
Yeah, what
please.
is in
So
those enlightenment?
one of my
drinks?
favorites right now is called Breeze. If you look at it and you're from America, you might say Brez. Or if you're from Spanish, you might say Bres. But at the same time, it's an E with a line over it. It's pronounced Breeze.
We love lines.
It started online. One of my neighbors gave it to me. He's like, listen, I'm going to give you this little can. You just drink that up right there. I was like, I looked at the ingredients. It said,
Yeah, what's in it? What's in
it
that
said,
breeze?
it's microdosing cannabis mushrooms. But it's not like the psychedelic type mushrooms. It's more like the
Oh, yeah.
lion's mane feel good type mushrooms.
So I've been getting a lot of things on my Instagram feed lately about that. The
The lion's mane.
lion's mane.
Yeah. Lion's mane is
Um,
legit.
And it's like for brain power. Like
Clarity,
cognitive function, right?
Improvement.
Yep.
And it's
Yeah.
supposed to be an alternate
Drew,
for alcohol.
actually was the one that mentioned lion's mane.
It's not going to make you have a problem driving. Let's put it that way.
Sure.
So you don't feel it's not a euphoric.
No,
it's not a
it's-
euphoric. It's a
no.
nootropic, not psychotropic.
Yeah, let's put
Right?
it this
So
way.
there's
Would
My
you,
sister,
would you drink it?
who is
I don't know.
she's been drinking water for the last several years. She tried it. She's like, ooh, increased state of flow, uplifting. So she's drinking. She's like, can I have the rest? I was like, sure, that's all yours.
Wow.
So it's an alternative to alcohol.
Got it. Yeah, I like it. People need those things.
They do.
Yeah.
Sure.
I prefer
whatever
staying on the
works,
water
yeah.
wagon. That's just my own.
Yeah,
that's my
right
own
now
little
you
thing.
got to be careful what you ingest, and digest.
Right now because they made a lot of things.
You know-
Basically,
Especially that Delta 9, you know. That's,
I don't know about.
I gotta be
I think
extra
that's what's in
careful.
that bag right there.
If I was,
I heard something called Delta 8, but
oh man,
you know, I experimented
only
enough
thing
as a
Delta
teenager.
I be getting on is an airplane. So,
That's a
well,
good
cool,
choice.
man. I appreciate you coming on and coming to
Appreciate
the
the
after hours, the
nice
shirts, the
polos.
sponsorship.
Yeah, it
Me
fits
and
you
Larry
well.
appreciate
More
you.
importantly, friendship,
Very
man. You're a
comfortable.
good guy. We like hanging out
Love
with
Matt
you. You
Goodwin.
gave us a beautiful tour of the office. You have an amazing
That's
office. I'm a
right.
little
That's
jealous. I need to get a sauna in
He's
my
got
office.
beautiful office.
I got
He's
a golf simulator.
he's-
I got
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
you got-
I don't have room for that, but
You
that's
got-
legit.
yeah, but I'm working on my studio. I can get my studio game up like yours, and we'll get there. One day we'll be.
Well, what
we'll
I
be
used
good.
to say is
win
you fake it till you
status.
make it.
I'm faking it right now.
And
Let's
it's
go.
really it's like, listen, it's act as if, and you can complete the sentence with however you like.
That's true.
Act as if this, act as if that. It's not about faking it. It's about having confidence.
You got to believe in your mind. That's where it starts.
Having faith in whatever it is you're pursuing that is going to happen.
Remember that from
some
that
people
movie?
might say they're at, hey, who is this joker over here?
Boom, boom, room.
You know, that's how it goes. That's how I got to where I was.
No, that's
Faith.
good. Oh, I'm a big believer
Belief.
in faith, and I'm a big believer that you do have to believe it in your mind, and believe in your heart that you can achieve it. And if you do that, and you take the actions towards it, it will all work out.
My favorite quote from Napoleon Hill is, "Whatever the mind of men can believe, the men can achieve."
That's right. 100%.
And let me tell you, I've been living by that. Yeah, right. That's probably where it originally came. I don't know. Actually, Napoleon Hill preceded Walt Disney. So Andrew Carnegie, who he followed, I think.
if
that's
you
where
don't
they got
believe
from.
it here, you're never going to achieve it out here.
That's right.
You can't just
And let me tell you, it's
stumble
hard.
upon something.
It's hard to have that belief when so many things punch you in the face, and you keep getting punched and knocked down. You just don't stop getting up. And if you
Perseverance.
believe that you're going to survive it, let me tell you, one of the things that helped me believe I could get up was high school football.
Yeah.
I was an offensive lineman, believe it or not.
What?
I got knocked down so many times. The first time I understood what birdies were, when you watch the cartoons, they're like, you see the birdies going on?
Bell rung.
First time I saw birdies was doing Oklahoma drills on offensive line. And I was like,
Bring back the
okay, that's
Oklahoma
what that's
drills.
like,
That's right.
I just saw them the other day when I got up too fast.
Oh yeah, I get those now. Old
Last
age,
night-
old
Yeah.
age has got me.
Last night I started doing, it was a sparring night at Taekwondo, and I saw birdies for the first time in a few weeks, and I was like, all right, I should probably take it easy tonight.
It could have been the mushrooms you were drinking.
No.
Could be
too,
that
but-
Lions man you were drinking.
I don't think so.
All right, we got two more
Appreciate
guests
you.
we want to jump on, and we got to get to a huge party at Seed the
We're gonna
Table.
bring it- who do you want?
Everybody's invited. Everybody here is
Yeah.
invited. Who
Man's
wants to
gotta-
come up
gotta
next?
eat.
Bring,
Man's
bring up
gotta eat.
Kevin, and I'm going to bring back Larry with JR.
All right, cool.
Thank you guys. It's always
Thank
a
you.
pleasure.
We
Kevo,
appreciate
come
you.
up here real quick. Let's plug your company, what you got going on, who you
Like
are.
that pink coat.
Coming in looking
What's
dapper.
stylish.
Thank you, sir. Mr.
Man,
Kevin.
you're on fire.
What's up, guys?
Man, it's good to have you in the circle, man. It's a couple months in a row. I think we're hanging out. We're going to dinners. We're doing all types of stuff. Welcome to Built by Becker After Hours. And please enlighten us. What is it that you do?
Yeah, so thank you for carving the way, like I told you earlier.
Yeah.
Big inspiration. Love being up here with you guys. So, I mean, what do I got going on as far as business?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you
I'm
do
a
for
building
work?
contractor. Do
Building
kitchen,
contractor. Love it.
kitchen and bathrooms. Yeah, killing it. Definitely killing it. We got another company. We do paper sealing, and I'm doing some other stuff.
Maybe you
real
could do
estate
Tim's
and-
Kitchen because he's been waiting on Blake.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, that's a lie because I tried to make an appointment and Tim was too busy. But that's a side note. Tim will
Okay.
be there this week, okay? I'm not so busy this week. Maybe you will have some time for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's basic stuff. I mean, it's kitchen and bathrooms. So
Yeah,
it's
but
not
you
really-
do amazing bathrooms, man. And I've seen you were for a long time doing the work yourself. And I know from a growing contractor's position that, at some point you have to step out of the labor field and force. But man, you did amazing work. So knowing how to do the work, you know what I mean? And then telling someone how to do the work, because some kids go to college and get their general contractor's license and come out to the field and don't even know how to read a tape measure. You, on the other hand, have been in the trenches, doing the demos, doing the installs, doing the cuts, following the trends, and creating masterpieces of bathrooms. I see them. I love watching your stuff. I always like your stuff because, you take pride in what you do.
Thank you.
And now it shows because now your employees are doing the same type of work because you're holding them accountable and you're keeping them to make sure that they produce your quality of work on the job sites.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I mean, I'm good with my hands. Yep, this is true. And yeah, so everybody wants to know the
Pause.
struggle. So where the struggle is the back end stuff, and then trying to elevate from one level and that lower end middle class prospect up to the higher clients, which you're in that field right now. It's trying to get over that
hump,
that little hump that I'm at a plateau where I get these clients that that it's normal, family people that are blue collar. They're not, they're in the 60 to 70,000 a year range, and they don't have 50, 60,000
for a master bathroom.
For a master bathroom, they squeal when it's 15 or 10, and you know what I mean. And I get it because I just did my bathrooms at my house, and so getting over that, and we love doing work for those people. That's okay. I mean, I built a niche around that. I built a system and process where I can capitalize on that, so I can do it all day long. But I want to get it to that stuff and see my full potential and do those LED lights like I did in my house. I did some extra stuff, that translucent material where we can put lights behind it. Just some awesome stuff. Like we've just begun to really see what I'm capable of. But we need that black card. We got to get to that the people that they're not worried about the price. They want the best.
You know what? And this is why I love talking to other business owners, and this is why I love there's no such thing as competition, right? Because you saying that just sparks an idea. Like I get so many requests sometimes for stuff that when I price it out, I know it's gonna put me out of the ballpark, right? Because I know where my margins are, I know where my numbers are gonna come in at. Maybe I just give them to you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
100.
You just break me off a commission.
Let's do it.
Instead of getting nothing, because I know as soon as I send this proposal out, I'm gonna be too much.
100% down.
I'll give them to you. You just break me off with a little commission, and then you keep that machine running, and I keep my machine running, and it's not gonna hurt me any. So.
I mean, I feel no competition. I mean, it's more of motivating. To have friends like
I've worked with I've worked with a ton of different builders and mentors and stuff like that, and I've always gone into those relationships with the idea of how can we help each other.
Absolutely,
not what can I get.
Together.
What can I bring to the table? I mean, I'm working on a deal with a friend of mine right now that's like huge, and if I would have gone into that saying I can't let him know about this because if he finds out about this, it could ruin the opportunity. I went to him going, man, this is way bigger than anything I've ever done, and I want to help with it. So I'm going to bring it to you. You got the people who can put up the money, and this is a massive project. And then just give me a small piece, or let me build the restaurant, and you build everything else, or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, let me get a small piece of
collaborate.
That. Now we're collaborating instead of me getting nothing or taking on something I wouldn't know how to do. Right? Was able to partner up with somebody. You know what I mean? Like that mentality. If I go into that relationship with how can both parties win from this? And somebody just reached out to me, another contractor just reached out to me this week. And it hit me like we're about sold out for summer, And I was thinking, how do I keep doing more projects?
Right.
And this guy came to me, approached me. He's like, I'm a GC. I can do the whole thing for you too. And I'm like, boop, light bulb.
Yeah.
I can partner with him, and I can do more jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 100%. I'm not going to make as much.
Right.
But I'm going to get more. You know what I mean?
More off the...
We got to run too, which is cool. So hop on for me.
But definitely more stress off your shoulders, and then you don't make as much money, but I
100%.
get it. That's it.
We can still do more.
It's freedom.
You know what I mean?
You step back and just kind of collect and sell.
That's why I love the idea of sitting here with you and anybody else and having the opportunity to help them with their business, whether it's marketing, friendship, or just helping everybody grow. There's possibilities for everybody as long as I don't have a closed mind.
Yep.
That's what I'm getting at. You know what I mean? And that's why we're friends, and that's why we're helping each other, and that's why we're doing what we can in our circle to be, more beneficial to everybody. So thank you, Kevin, for coming on. We'll see you at the table. And my man,
what's going on,
up?
Man? How you doing?
Is those cameras on? Are you filming me? Are you filming me?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, tell us, man, who you are, what you do. I heard you got a podcast.
Yes, sir. So I'm JR. I got a podcast. Yes, sir. Got my podcast is Real Shit Let's Talk Podcast.
Okay, Real Shit List. I like it.
No, Real Shit Let's Talk.
Oh, got it. I thought you said shit list. And I was like, okay.
Real shit. Let's talk.
Let's talk.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
That's where authenticity meets in the stage.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So
where are you from?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
The A,
shout out to ATL.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Where in the A?
Yes, sir. Over there where the driving movie theater is.
Okay.
Off of Moreland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. T.I. or Jeezy?
I'm gonna go with Jeezy.
Jeezy. Oh,
Bankhead or
day.
Buckhead?
Bankhead.
Bankhead.
All day. Let's go here. We'll really mix it up here. Pastor Troy or who can we compare Pastor Troy to? Let's go. How about we go? Well, you're from the A, but Dungeon Family.
I'm still gonna go with Pastor Troy.
No, I know. I'm just trying to compare the two. I'm trying to. Why am I drawing a blank on? How about Pastor Troy or Shawty Low?
Pastor Troy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You want? How's your Atlanta hip hop?
Me?
Yeah. Who's the mecca? Who's the mecca for? If you had to put the Mount Rushmore for 4 ATL rappers, who would you put up there?
I'm gonna do T.I.
Okay.
I'm gonna do Jeezy.
Okay.
Well, Andre 3000.
Andre 3000 is he? Oh, come on. Andre 3000.
Yes, I give it to him.
What about 2 Chainz?
Yeah.
He did. He was pretty
He
big.
good. Yeah, he did good.
When that trap
he
movement,
did top 5.
when that trap movement started, he was.
He was in there.
And it was funny because he was on Ludacris's label.
Right.
Oh, Ludacris.
TT boy.
Definitely.
Ludacris
is not from Atlanta though.
He's not, but he. Where is he from?
He's from Chicago, but he moved to Atlanta.
He
He does
to
rep
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Okay. He
Yeah,
reps
but-
Atlanta though. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You
Well,
got to bring the nerd out of the hip hop.
Young Jeezy's
I
actually
love it.
from Macon, so but and Gucci, same thing. Gucci Man's got to be up there.
Yeah, Gucci man. Lil Baby. Lil Baby's doing really good.
Little baby. Yeah.
Lil Baby's doing it real big.
So this
I
is a
don't
lot.
follow the babies. I'm old school.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but,
Baby,
but he's
Lil
big.
Baby.
Yeah,
I
He's
know
big.
he's big.
Little
I
baby's
know.
big, man.
They doing it.
Yeah.
They doing it. They're doing
Yeah.
it.
You know who opened my eyes was who's our boy that came with Steve?
With Steve LaBelle.
Yeah. I'm forgetting his name.
The producer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of the things he said that day at lunch is I've just looked at younger hip hop a little differently these days.
Mm-hmm.
I've had an open mind after talking to him about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now Steve was the opposite. He basically
I know.
kind of
Yeah,
said,
Steve's old school, but
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I got an open mind to it now. I've been listening to a little bit different.
Yeah, you've been listening to some recent stuff.
Yeah, why not?
What do you talk about on your podcast?
So
Who do
it's
you
where
bring on?
so basically it's where authenticity meets center stage, right? And what
Okay.
that means, defining it, is that like you got the entrepreneurs, the business mindset, financial gurus, different things of that nature. But I want the true authentic self of who you are as a person. So I don't care about your mama, I don't care about your kids, I don't care about your wife, I don't care about your dog. I care about you. Because like you would tell me your kids make you do what you do and why you get up every morning. Or does your son know that even though you feel disrespected and not a man in your home, you still got to provide, you still got to make things going on? Or are you getting harassed at your job and you've been working for some amount of years and you've been doing it to make sure that he has a better life or she has a better life? Or financial decisions. I'd rather go and buy 5 vending machines and go to your baseball games and be at parent-teacher meetings and be stay at home dad, but the odds of what that looks like.
Yeah.
Does that still make me a man? Or does that still make me a housewife? You know, little questions like that. We get into the in-depths and the realism of who you are as that person and authentic. And then be for females too. Like I said, I've had some guests where a lady, she just revealed to her mom and her dad that she was in an abusive relationship while she was pregnant. And the reason why she didn't tell her parents was because it was her dad that was abusing her mom when she was going, you know. So stuff like that. And
Sounds like that real shit. That's what it sounds like.
Of course. A guy that talked about he's into polygamy. He wants to reduce the rate of having a kid after a kid after a kid. He'd rather just get 2 and they got to be with it. And high caliber men don't cheat. So that went viral, went crazy. Hey, you know, so there's a little different various things. I got 6-figure strategists who teaches 6 figures. I like 6 strategies of how to be a 6-figure income earner.
Okay.
What do you do the podcast out of?
So Southwest Florida. I'll be over there like Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Yes, I ain't know nothing about this one.
Yeah, we gotta bring you to the studio, too.
Yeah. We got a spot
good
for you,
spot.
man. We got a spot for you.
I never knew this existed. And then, like I said, I met Larry, and it was real good. It was like
How'd you meet
instantaneous.
Larry?
I was out where I work, so you know what I'm saying. And he passed by, and I asked him about a podcast, and he was like, "You know what?" And that
Come
was
by.
it. And we started talking, chopping it up, and then just like networking. So opening up my eyes to seeing more things, doing more things. Working on some sponsorships and brand deals and different things of that nature. Because Hey, I love podcasting, so cool.
Yeah.
It's the place to do it. Studio
That's right.
239.
That's right, man. So check it out. We are going to wrap this up.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry.
Thank
about it.
you.
We're not
I want to come on your podcast,
or
man.
anything.
I want
Yes,
to
sir.
come on your podcast. So let's put that together.
We want you
And
on our podcast.
I want to
too.
thank you to everybody who came here tonight, everyone who showed up to the magazine release party, Naples City Lifestyle Magazine. Thank you so much, Greg Dodge. Phenomenal party. Everybody who's involved in that. Everyone here at Built by Becker After Hours. And we're going to a big party at Seat the Table.
Let's
So
go.
everybody, round it up, wrap it up. Let's go.